And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben. Here for the morning. What in the pluck is going on in cryptocurrencies and the world? Well, my friends, today's the day. My wife and I are closing on our house in Florida, and we will be unpacking all weekend and working on our new house. That brings me to the topic of today. Today's topic is work. What is work? What is progress? What is adoption? What is moving forward look like to you? What is kicking ass look like to you? At the end of the day, what makes you think that you have kicked that day's ass? I'll tell you what makes me think that I have kicked that day's ass is if at the end of the day, I'm closer to my goals and the road to my goals are a little clearer. That's how I judge the day. Can I see the path to my goals clearer? Can I see that what I think is going to happen more clearly? I apply that to everything in my life. My marriage, my job, my investments, my life. If you can see your investments and your investment directions growing, then you're on the right path. See, people ask me, hey, Ben, why are you in cryptos? And I say, I'm in cryptos because I don't like to gamble. I only like to win. See, no one really enjoys gambling. It's the winning that you enjoy. No one enjoys losing. But losing isn't always bad, but you don't enjoy it. See, life is about winning little fights that wound up winning little of the battles that winds up winning the war. And when you learn how to win a fight, then you learn how to win a battle. After you learn how to win a battle, then you learn how to win a war. Oh, yeah, please. Don't forget to smash the likes and hit the subscribe, whatever channel you're watching me on, out of the 40 whatever platforms I'm on. See, I'm in cryptos because I've lived long enough that, and I've actually been in several different entrepreneurial environments, that I've learned the ability to see around corners. Let me explain what I mean by that. See, investing in yourself is what's really happening. People think that when you make an investment as an entrepreneur, you're investing in whatever, a restaurant, a hotel, property, anything. Well, that's not really true. See, when you're an entrepreneur, you're investing in yourself. You're taking all your money and you are putting it on yourself. And you're saying, I'm going to place my bet that I'm good enough and I'm smart enough and I'm fluid enough to win in this market. Whatever market that is. And that's why everything I've ever tried doing, I never fail. I may lose little fights here and there, but I never lose at the overall game. The reason why is I outlast and I outwork and I out effort everyone in the room. My grandfather used to say, you don't have to be the smartest in the room. You just have to be the last one to leave the room. Because you're the badass shutting the lights off. Because you've done cleaned house on that room. That's the key. If you want to win, never give up. Do you know why I used to love friggin' baseball? I used to love playing baseball. I enjoyed playing football, but I really loved playing baseball because there was no time limit. The game would go as long as it took for a winner to win. And I love that environment. I love the environment where it is pure competition. Just see, that's why I like well, not really anymore. I used to like the NFL. Now the NFL is a bunch of wusses. You know, get me back in the 50s, 60s, 70s football. And that was football. Basically, rugby with different rules. That was a game. Nowadays, these players, I mean, it went to hell once they started wearing pink shoes. That was the end of football. Oh, Robert Dunn, you are absolutely right. Back in the day, with good old fucking Dick Buckets, that was exactly Mr. UL things. 80s, the Bears, exactly, Vince Lombardi. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, when clotheslines were allowed, nobody would get penalized for personal foul, hit to the quarterback's head, he broke a nail. Oh, and probably the best, yes, Tom, the 70s Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, or the Vikings. Oh, you talk about some good old-fashioned ass kicking. Let me tell you about the Vikings in the 70s. They had a defensive line that would destroy anybody. I mean, destroy. And the defensive coach, how he got his players ready was he would tell them, go out there and try and kill your opponent. Imagine if a defensive coach said that now in the NFL. Go out there and try to kill your opponent. Oh my God. They would march him out of the locker room and the snowflakes would just come out of the woodwork. See, that is back when men were men and women were women. When winning was the goal. See, the problem with America is that at some point we shifted from trying to win to just continue the game. No. Winning teaches you how to lose, and losing educates you on how to win. Without losing, you'll never win. And without winning, you'll never try. Why would you try to tie? Think about that. Why would you try to tie? See, here's an example. My oldest daughter, Sarah Bear, she was in a football game, a flag football game, her junior year. They have a name for it. I don't remember what it's called. It's where the juniors take on the seniors. And it's flag football, and it's all girls. And my daughter was out there laying massive shoulders into everybody. I mean, if you got close enough to her, she was gonna take. Now, mind you, Powerpuff, or whatever they call it, powder puff. All right. My daughter, I can remember watching her, and she would come out of nowhere and just lay a shoulder into anybody. She was vicious. All right. That's how I raised her. I raised her to be vicious. And one of the other parents, it was me and my wife and our youngest, sitting there watching the game. And one of the other parents yelled, "Let's just call it a tie." And without thinking, I yelled out, "Fuck that." And my poor wife, God bless her heart. My wife, her head, and the rest of the parents' heads were like, and all of the guys knew what I was talking about. Like, now, fuck that. There ain't no ties in football. No. I told my daughter, right? And I told my wife, I would rather them lose than tie. And unfortunately, all right, my daughter's team, they did lose. All right. But my daughter gave it hell. I mean, when she came off the field, she had grass stains, I mean, mud on her shirt. I mean, she had really really giving it hell. And that's how you win at life. You give every play your best. Right? You give every play your best. And then you give the next play your best. And at the end of the game, if you were better than the other team, you should have won. And that's how you have to look at life. That's how you have to look at everything. Is not number one, always be your own cheerleader. And I don't just mean cheerleader. I mean, you have to have confidence in yourself. When you walk into a room, know that you're the baddest mother plucker in that room. Know that you own that room. And you will. And see, when you live like that, it changes your mindset. See, people who live like that, we don't hate competition. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, it's the complete opposite. See, a true entrepreneur, a true capitalist, a true great investor is someone who values competition. It's why alpha males, and watch for this, do this sometime, especially you females. If you're in a room and you notice that there are two obvious alpha males, watch them. Watch them closely, because alpha males recognize alpha males very quickly. Soon as we enter the room, our first thing we're looking for is who's the baddest motherfucker in this room before I entered this room. And we will notice the other alpha males. Now, depending on the situation, alpha males will usually gather together. And it's usually near like the bar or the beer or whatever. And they don't hate each other. They don't want to fight each other. You know what they want to do? They want to fuck with each other. That It's what men do. It's why men give other men crap. I saw a video of this guy. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's getting very popular on the left. And he was complaining how men interact with each other. He said, look how men treat each other. They're not nice. They say mean things to each other. They emotionally try and hurt each other. And they try and make the other guy feel a little bit lesser. No, you puss. What that is it's men working out the pecking order. That's what men do. It's not that we hate our competition. It's that we love to win. And you can respect, even love your competition, but there's still competition. It's healthy. It brings out the absolute best in everybody. Yes, exactly. Marky, you're right. They also try and find out who's more successful. Exactly. See, I'll give a great example. All right. Litecoin Lisa's husband. All right. If you've ever met Litecoin Lisa's husband, you'll understand what I'm talking about. He is an alpha male. I am an alpha male. We are very good friends, but we still give each other shit every time we see each other. Walk up, you give him a little jab in the shoulders. Yeah. And you say, hey, brother, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, yeah? Yeah. You're sitting, it's that it's that tension, but it's friendly, but yet there's still that competition there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to say to you. And women do this too. Oh, don't think that women aren't competitive. My wife is extremely competitive. And I love it. See, the key to a great couple is that both of them got to be badasses. All right? I don't worry about my wife when we go into a room. I don't worry if she'll be okay. I don't worry if she'll be entertained. I don't worry if, I don't worry. because I know she can handle herself. But if the, and I see this a lot with younger couples, the problem with a lot of younger couples is they have a fight between themselves trying to see who's in charge of the couple. No. Understand that you guys are a team, that it's you against the world. And partner up. Have each other's back. Even if you think they're wrong at the moment, if it's them against someone else, you better have their back. Even if you don't agree with them at the time. Settle that out later. But you better make the outsider understand that they are coming after your partner. And if you are coming after my partner, you better pack a lunch, because you ain't just getting one of us, you're getting both of us. Whether we agree, we'll work that out later. But you come after my wife, and brother or sister, you better understand that right behind her is me. And right behind me is her. See, I don't get in front of her if she's in a battle. I know she can win. I damn sure am right behind her in that battle. Because in that battle, if she's knocked down, now I'm not talking physically. Now physically, that's a whole different story. But if she drops to one knee, guess who's there? Me. That's a successful couple. This is what we need to teach our younger kids again. This is what we need to teach our younger couples. Life's hard, but it's not bad. See, there's a difference between hard and bad. Life is hard, but it's not bad. It's it's like exercising, so I hear. That the hardest part of going to the gym is getting to the gym. Once you're there, you're good. It isn't your it isn't your physical. It isn't the physical part of exercise that's always the hardest. It's the mental part of exercise that's the hardest. It's the the making the choice to do it is the hardest. It's it's literally what I do every day. Every day I wake up, I think to myself, because really, if you want to know what I do when I'm not helping projects or working with the founders group or work or actually working with CALIX and stuff like that, I research. I read history. I um, I read original writings of history, and I watch a ton of documentaries, and I listen to lectures. The hardest part of listening to a 1963 MIT lecture, 4.5 hour lecture on aerospace economics and hydroengineering is listening to the first 5 minutes. That's the hardest part. Once I link my mind with it, and once I'm absorbing the information, once I'm letting my mind, because a lot of people, there is a difference between memorizing and learning. If if you're just listening and trying to remember, you're not learning. If you're listening and you're thinking at the same time, that's learning. If you're listening to a lecture and that lecture doesn't trigger your mind into thinking ahead of the speaker or drawing a mental picture along with the lecturer, then you're not really learning, you're just memorizing. Because there's a reason that I apparently am good at this show and public speaking, is that I never plan anything. If any of you have ever seen me do like public speaking at one of our events or at a conference or on like on a crypto panel or something like that, I never write down anything. Even when I know I'm going to be up there for 4 or 5 hours, never write down anything. Because the best conversations, the best lectures, the best interaction with the crowd is a genuine one, where you're not repeating what you wrote, you're speaking to the people. You're reading the room and you're addressing and approaching the room individually. Each room is completely different. Each show is completely different. Like I had no idea what I was going to talk about today. I had a general little idea. That's what my headlines are always. And I always sway way off of headlines. But the reason that my headline is what it is today is this. The founders group had a Zoom yesterday with a project that we're looking at funding in a seed round. Right? This is the venture capital group with the founders group. This project is beautiful. This project is so well thought out. The user interface of the app is a piece of artwork. The tokenization of the platform is absolutely mathematical genius. And the team behind the project has collective about 40 plus, no more than that, collective 80 years of experience in the industry that the project's for. And what I noticed, because for those of you who have actually been around since like 2017, 2018, we remember all the ICOs that actually came out. Everyone and their damn brother had an ICO. Most of them failed. most of them went to shit. And it's what I knew was going to happen. Right? In 2017, 2018, that time proved the technology of the ICO, but didn't have the talent with the ICO. This time, the thing that makes this time, the thing that makes this round or this era of ICOs completely different is we have people from industry now adopting the technology. Before, we had people who knew the technology trying to enter into industry. That didn't work because they knew the technology, but they didn't know the industries. Now we have the brain drain from the industries bringing in the brains with the technology. So you're getting both angles. You're getting the expertise of the technology and the expertise of the industry. That's the difference between now and 2017, 2018. These projects now are ex-CEOs of corporations, ex-CTOs of corporations, supply chain executives from Fortune 500 companies. Yesterday's project had vice president level people from like industries that was like Fortune 500 level companies. So these are the experts of the industry leaving the old industry and joining with new technology. See, that's why I say the old world is dying. It isn't just because of the monetary. It isn't just because of the dollar. It isn't just because of the Federal Reserve and all that. The brain drain of the leaders of the old system coming into the new system is amazing. It is absolutely fascinating the Zoom call we had last night with this project, if you watch my face through the whole Zoom call, and if you listen to the questions I asked or what I said, I was fascinated with how they put it all together. The reason I was because I got it. The expertise of the industry was creating a piece of technological artwork using blockchain technology, using smart contracts, using interoperable chains. It was literally like looking at a piece of art. And I thought to myself, holy cow, this is going to revolutionize the whole industry. And what makes it amazing is they're a year and a half ahead of everyone else in the industry. And the industry's trying to catch up with them, but the industry's trying to retain that centralized control. It won't be able to compete with the decentralized products. This project, it's exactly how I shaped, or how we shaped, the Founders Group website, the Founders Group platform. Everyone who shares the network gets paid by the network. That's what this new project is. You share the network pays you to share it. And you want to share it because they've created a model for the smaller mom and pops in the industry to adopt the technology at zero cost. In fact, it replaces a cost. It replaces point of sale cost and makes point of sale free. So it has incentive. It has everything you need in a project, and they have first movers advantage. That's amazing. All right. Hang on a second. Here's a word from the sponsor. Speaking of amazing, did I ever tell you how amazing that I am? Now take how amazing I am and imagine that in a crypto-only laptop.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All right. Everybody have a great day, and make sure that if you do not have a crypto-only laptop, make sure that you give Patrick a call at 702-845-8276 and tell Patrick I said hi from Florida. Love you guys. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.